Hi, I'm Kani here with Fnatic Lamia at MLG Anaheim 2012. How are you doing today?
I'm great, we had good sleep and just got here after lunch, so all well prepared.
How's the jet lag?
Luckily we already were here since 2 days, so we had a whole day yesterday and we had time to go out, we went to the beach and we had enough time to sleep, so it's good.
You were recently in Korea. What's the Korean practice house like in comparison to the European house?
It's different because actually in Europe we don't have a house, we don't play there together, we all play from home and it's harder to get the people together, it's harder to just start to play together, you have to say, okay, when are you coming? Can you come online now? Can you come later? And like in Korea everyone was there, we could just get together, and also the Korean teams, they play more and they are also much easier to get together. So in Korea you have much more time to play seriously.
And what is the typical Korean play style? Are they more aggressive or more passive?
Their current play style is really equal to ours, just that they seem to be much more playing together, also because they live together, they talk a lot more about the game, and they go really aggressive on in certain parts of the game. Like they focus more on shutting down the bottom lane, the enemy AD carry, because it's the best thing to do for the long run in the game.
And what else did you learn while you were there?
Yeah, we met people, the different culture. I love the food. Spicy food is always good. We had a lot of barbecues, and yeah, it was like the Koreans, the older people, the other generation is a little bit skeptical sometimes, and they don't really trust themselves to speak any English to you, so they're really holding back. But the younger or people you're introduced to by friends, they're really nice and really forward to you, so it's really good.
Do you think that the Korean team has great potential?
The Korean teams have really, really great potential since all of them just live together and play together. Here, we have one US team that does that. They are doing really well. But in Korea, every team has their gaming house and focuses only on playing. They have no other things to do, no studying or something. So they just do that. And also, the Korean teams, from what we've heard, they are not allowed to have girlfriends, which is a huge distraction, of course. And they just don't have that. They can't have that, so they just focus on the job.
That makes perfect sense. Now, onto the game. League of Legends recently came out with a new AD carry champion, Draven, which has a really deadly ultimate. What is your take on him? Do you think he's too overpowered or not powerful enough?
Yeah, I've actually just seen him once, because when he was released in Europe, it's always one day later than US, so we were flying when he was released. So yesterday we were at the Riot offices and we got to play. I didn't play myself, but we played against it. And it seemed really strong. Just the playstyle is really, really different because you have to focus on catching all those axes that you throw out. It's really fun to play, I see it. And his ult is really fun to use because it's different than the other global ults like Ezreal. You just shoot it, and once it hits the champ, it just goes back and probably hits him again. So it's a lot of damage. It's really fun AD carry. Really, really different than from the others, so they did a really good job there.
Yeah, he seems like an overpowered Sivir to me. LoL has come up with their 100th champion. What approach do you think Riot will take when it comes to preventing an overload on picking heroes? Because you can only choose so many before it becomes too much.
Yeah, well, probably they won't stop releasing champions for a long time. The thing is, they're actually having really good concepts. They're making really great champions. But once they will not release a champion every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 or 4. But then they will make more skins, better skins, and also more changes to the skins probably. So they will make more money through the skins because they can also do a really awesome job there. That's what I think. Because if they keep continuing to release a champion, you will eventually need more bans for the competitive play, and then it's really dangerous because the banning and picking phase goes even longer, and it's really a more boring part of the game. So I think they should not release too many.
Yeah, that actually leads me to my next question. You did say that if there are too many champions, you feel like there should be more bans. Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, the thing is, you want to shut down certain strategies sometimes with your bans, and well, there might be a new champion release. So let's see, we have the new AD carry. He has a really equal role to another AD carry, but he has no initiation. So then there's an AD carry like Ashe who has the initiation with the arrow, or Varus who has like kind of initiation spell with his ultimate. So you want to shut down that probably, okay, we don't want their AD carry to be able to initiate on us. So we ban the AD carries that can initiate. But if there are more than 4 or 5 of this certain type who can initiate, you cannot ban them, so you can't go for your strategy that you want. And that's going to be a problem eventually.
That makes perfect sense. You are known to be one of the most solid AD carry players in the scene. Which support AD combo do you think is the strongest for the bottom lane?
I'm the strongest, okay. Right now we have a big issue with Soraka. She's still healing too much, she gives so much armor, just the sustain on bottom lane is so good. So people, they love to pick Soraka just because they can always get back to full health. And other combos, they're really aggressive, like Leona with Graves or something. You have to really commit, you have to go in. And what it means is, if you go in, you're more vulnerable to a gank. And if you're just defensive, you just stay behind and you're not vulnerable to a gank. So the defensive combos are much easier to play. And that's kind of a problem because it's not really often a reward when you have the offensive combo. So also on offline events, people like to be more defensive. So I think we're going to see a lot of defensive lanes with Soraka, maybe Chana. But if it's offensive, it will most likely be Leona.
And why did you choose the bottom lane out of all of the lanes?
When I joined the team the first time, we were more than 5 people and we weren't sure who was going to play what. And it was still like just going around. Most of the teams were also more than 5 players. So it was like, oh, I'm going to play this now, I'm going to play this. And well, eventually you notice, okay, like, you do really good on that role. Why don't you stick to that? And I go in the jungle or something like that. And we just came up with that. Back then we had like a jungle who also played the AD, and I played the AD sometimes jungle, I did the support. And I just felt most comfortable on the AD, especially with Ashe. So we just stick to that.
And you're here at MLG.
Yeah.
And how would you compare the European events to the American ones?
Okay, the American ones are more equal, like really equal to the Europeans for me. Like the special thing about MLG is like just about gaming. There's like not much other stuff. Like in Europe, you generally have, okay, you're at CBIT. CBIT is something completely different. Like all the stuff, science stuff from the different states of Germany is there, and then you have like, oh yeah, there's this hall for gaming. Or, okay, we have Gamescom, but Gamescom is known for presenting games and stuff, but then, oh, there's this hall for gaming. Like here at MLG, it's different, like it's all about the gaming. So this is a bit different, but also we came here in New York to Comic-Con. It's also, okay, Comic-Con, we go to Comic-Con. Oh yeah, and there's the hall for gaming. But it's really different. Not much different than in Europe. In Korea, it was a lot different. Like we were on television. It was only about the game, only about the tournament. So the real difference is in Korea.
Yeah, Koreans are very serious about their gaming. Shushay just left the team, and you have 2 new additions. How does that affect the team chemistry? Do you guys work well together, or you're still struggling a little bit?
We generally have seen, like right now, we do better in the early parts of the game when we're split. And then when it comes to team fighting, getting together, we have some issues because not everyone is used to the same thing. Like for example, our new top laner Soas, he was more used to playing more aggressive stuff early, and then with his old team they would get together early and try to do something. But for us, we're mostly split at the early parts of the game, so it can happen that he's like, come on guys, let's get together, but we're not really ready to do that, so we have some communication issues there. But generally, we just need a bit more time to play together. This is really soon, the change. We didn't like it. No one likes the change that we made, but we saw that we need a change. It's not working anymore. We had the 6 months that we really did nothing good, and we just noticed we have to do it. And if we make the change now, so soon before MLG and DreamHack, or we do it after anyway, then for the long run it's better just to do it before if you're gonna do it anyway.
And how did your team prepare for this event?
Like the last week was full of playing. I also got my new support like 2 weeks ago, and I basically just took him away from his girlfriend. Like he had to play with me all the time, and we really did a lot. Like the bottom lane is really working fine. He is really equal with Malison. He also is really good at the defensive stuff, but he can play a good Leona too. Like so he has the good qualities. He's safe. He does really great timers on wards and drakes, so everything fits there. And like with the new top lane, that has not much to do with me on bottom. It's mostly the jungler and the top laner who have to work together. So, but I'm really sure that Cyanide and Soas can figure something out.
And League of Legends seems to be progressing quite well. Do you think that it will eventually die out, kind of like Quake and CS 1.6, or do you think it will be able to sustain itself?
I think it will be the same. Like it will last for a long time, but then just other stuff's gonna come up. But it will last for a really long time. I'm pretty sure about that.
And what are your plans for the future, whether it's inside or outside of esports?
I'm still studying, believe it or not. I still have like my classes at university. This semester wasn't too many, but I can still do them. So I'm just continuing to do in Germany. Like I'm aiming to get a teacher for German and English. It's really nice. Like you travel around the world and you
here
keep
at
practicing
MLG,
your English. So
which
it's really great for me.
teams do you think will be your the easiest to overcome, and which one will be the hardest, the biggest challenge, pretty much?
Okay, let's start with the harder part. The easiest team for us, we don't know all the teams that are here, sadly. There are some underdog teams from the US that not even the famous US teams really know that well. Like we asked TSM, they're like, yeah, they're not supposed to be that good. We don't know. So probably one of those teams, but I can't really say which. I don't know the team, so yeah.
And what about the easiest one for you?
The hardest one.
Oh, the hardest one,
Yeah,
of course.
The hardest one for us has always been online in Europe, CLG EU, with their super defensive and controlled gameplay. So we have talked about that lately because we had a lot of trouble against it. Maybe we can work it out. Maybe if we meet them, we can beat them. Maybe it's going to go as usual and we're not going to be able to beat them, but I really hope we can.
Well, I wish you the very best of luck. And please, tell me what kind of gear you're using to help you improve and whatnot.
Oh yeah, actually, lately when we were in the gaming house in Fnatic, I upgraded most of my gear to the SteelSeries Fnatic edition. Like I have the 7H headset. Actually, I have two of them in the orange Fnatic colors, with Fnatic symbols. And lately we got the Slapper bags. They're really awesome. Like really, really huge bags where everything fits in. Even the SteelSeries keyboard just completely fits in. Like my old bag, and we couldn't even close it. But with the new Slapper bags, it's really awesome. And also, like in the gaming house, we had so much stuff from our sponsors. We even had a spare laptop from MSI, and it was really great. Like we had all the love we could get in the gaming house.
And which one of the gear is your favorite?
Well, like for me, the Sensei mouse from SteelSeries, I really love to use the Sensei. Like we also have the SteelSeries tool, like the software where you can just calibrate everything. You can even change the colors to pink or whatever. It's really fancy, but the mouse, they're so stable, they're really easy to calibrate, and like you can just save the settings on the mouse. So you go to the event and you have the trouble, like you plug it in, there's like, oh my god, my sensitivity, I can't play with that. But with the SteelSeries mouse, you can just save it on the mouse, click one button, and you're back to your sensitivity, and that just really works out really good for me.
Well, do you have any shout-outs?
Shout-outs. For me, first, to all my Taiwanese fans. Like the first time when we were in Taiwan was really awesome for me, and I got a lot of fans there too. And also, RaidCall invited us there. That was really one of the best trips I've ever had. It was really great. And for our team, like we want to shout out to all our fans who are still with us. We know almost all of you didn't like the change that we had to make or that we're making, and just we're trying to get better. Also, Shushe knows what we had to do. Everyone kind of knew that this was coming. We said we had to do it. We're just going to try to improve more. We're going to go with the good and new setup, and hopefully can just go back to our old level.
Well, good luck here at Anaheim, and thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.